Welcome back to my channel, you guys. It's me, Nadia, and the quarantine has gotten the best of me. This is how I've been looking, and I don't know how much longer we're gonna be in this whole situation, so I decided to do a protective style, and hence the title of the video. I'm gonna do some mini twists. I'm partnering with Miss Jessie's for this, so let's get started. So my first step is going to be the first step that I always do is to part my hair into 4 sections. My goal for this style was to have at least 16 twists in each section. So then I went and I parted that section, like each section, vertically down the middle. So what I'm gonna do is just take my hand down the middle of each section, and then I'm gonna do 8 on one side and then 8 on the other side. And so my goal was to get 64 twists on my whole head. I don't know why I picked that number, but I just felt like that was a good number. But after I divided that into 2 sections, I took the curly buttercream by Miss Jessie's and I applied it to each section. As you can tell, my hair was stretched, so I wanted to use something that wasn't really wet, so I used this buttercream, and it did provide me a lot of moisture without like making my hair revert back to shrunken up. So if you do experience that, like you're putting stylers on your hair and you want your hair to remain stretched or elongated, this was a good product for that. And as you can see, I'm taking just 2 strands and twisting them all the way to the end, and then I'm twirling my finger around the end to secure the twist. And so I just keep going down each like subsection of my hair, applying the product to every section and then twisting. So if you can see here, I've already done 3, and that one in the middle, it was just not looking right. So I decided to unravel it and then just retwist it again. And to make sure that I'm twisting like tightly, I found that doing it that way will keep it, like, it'll make the twist last longer by twisting it as tightly as possible. And they do look kind of small, like when they were still, like, the product was still kind of wet, but as they dried, they did get bigger. So as you guys can see, I try to do my best to show y'all the back of my head, but like this is really awkward. I never do my hair like with my head sitting straight up, but I'm doing the same thing that I did with the rest of the sections. So this is the other half of the 16 that I was doing in the like back quadrant of my head. So I was gonna do 8 in this little section that I have clipped up. I'm running my fingers through my hair to get out any shed hair that I didn't do from my last style. So I just ran my fingers through that, and now I'm just twisting. As you can see, I do have a lock like in the back of my head. Halfway for style purposes. It's actually also halfway kind of sentimental. Yeah, so this is me doing the back of my hair so you guys can actually see what it looks like. I don't do any like straight parts because I do want them to look kind of like natural and free flowing. So. did lose count while I was twisting. I just wanted to make sure I did have about 16 in this section because I wanted my hair to look like the same all the way around. So I already finished 3/4 of my hair, so I was just showing you guys the very last section. Now for this one, I am like using a comb to kind of like guide my parts. There you go, there's me with my 2 pieces, and I was just gonna take half of the section out of the way. So I was gonna do 8 on one side and 8 on the other side. In the front, I think I have more hair, so I ended up doing like 10 on one side and 10 on the other side, so I had 20 in this section, but it still didn't look very bad at all. I like the way like it turned out. I did use a comb to part this section just because I didn't want like the front parts to look like, I guess, raggedy, because you can kind of see those when I style the twists. For the very front twists, just the ones along my hairline, I do put the Hold Me Down Edge Control by Miss Jessie's because like, I don't know, I want to look a hot mess, like I want to be laid. So I just take that along the edges and put it on after I applied the buttercream, and I twist it down. So I was very intentional about how the twist in the very front of my head looked. I really do like that buttercream and edge control because it provided enough moisture, and then my edges were laid for like 2 days after I tied them down, so I'm a fan. I finished, Kayla, look at me. Kayla more inspired this hairstyle.
Oh